The Milwaukee LGBT Community Center is a safe space for queer folks. It's a space where we choose to gather. It's a space where we seek others like us, and some that are not, but also on that spectrum of queerness. I think it is the place where we can choose to come and know that we'll be safe.
It's a gathering place to get resources. The very first center was more hangout oriented. The main room had the library all around it and tables and stuff that people could just kind of gather and hang at. We wanted it to be a lot like a Jewish community center and have a pool and a workout facility and places that you could, see concerts and tickets for things and stuff. And it's been all those things in different little iterations, but I think it's constantly changing.
We were really an invisible community in Milwaukee, and that was intentional. There were still bashings occurring around the bars and in many areas of the city, and there was a real fear and on some level a lot of internalized homophobia. In some ways, we were pushing the community to move beyond the shadows, and in other ways, there was a real resistance to that occurring.
I think that was very difficult because for a lot of us, it was the first time that we had to say that we were part of this LGBTQ community and to ask for support and to, at that time, essentially justify that we deserve to be supported the same way other groups in the community were.
There were a lot of people who really were putting their lives on the line to be out and to put their names on something. And you had to be willing to step up and do that.
It's important to point out that Milwaukee opened an LGBT center before Chicago, before San Francisco, before a lot of the really significant LGBT centers in the country. That's how innovative we were. I think it really traces back to that steering committee and their commitment to establish an inclusive LGBT center that really encouraged collaboration. That core group that got the center off the ground wanted the center to be inclusive and did not want people in the community or organizations in the community to feel threatened by the establishment of the center.
The center has changed over time, over year, depending on what's happening in our community, in the political sphere. I feel that first it was very much focused on HIV/AIDS activism. Then it became a lot more about acceptance and just activism around LGBT rights. Now we're seeing it more and more focused on trans inclusive care and visibility, which is extremely needed, especially in today's socio-political climate.
We've continued to evolve over the years by ensuring that the community has a space at the table. It's not about just the decisions that the executive director is making, that the board of directors are making. It's about ensuring that we are doing comprehensive surveys. What is the community needs? Do they have access to workforce? Do they have access to equitable health care? Do they have access to gender-affirming care, inclusive care? It's extremely important that we not shut the community out. Back in 1996-97, there were 60 to 80 people at the table trying to figure out what this looked like. Wasn't even possible. And so here we are 28 years later saying, yeah, it is possible.
The program that the center is primarily known for is Project Q.
Project Q is a community of LGBTQ plus kids that are just hanging out, trying to, I think, create some sort of energy around each other, around just existing. For me, Project Q back in the 90s was really just about visibility and knowing that there's other people like me.
And that I would say, has impacted literally thousands of lives over 30 years. For some of them, it was literally like their family, because they had been essentially barred from being in their own homes by their parents or by their guardians, and I believe that the center saved a lot of lives of young kids.
When we started, we didn't have a lot of seniors, and now we do, because a lot of our folks are getting older. When we started, there weren't a lot of LGBT families, and now there are. And so the community center is got to grow with our community and continue to evolve with our community so that it meets those needs. And as long as it continues to do that, it will be an important resource for the community that, if it was not here, our community would have a significant loss. And there would be many people, you always hear the expression, people fall through the cracks. Well, that would be what would happen. And for us, those would be real people.
Milwaukee needs to be able to see that the community is still here, is still active, that it has a safe place for youth, for seniors, people of all ages. It's a safe place for everyone to participate in. There's always something going on here.
I would say that one of the things that sparks hope for people to see LGBT folks proud of who they are, not afraid, and leading. And that's a very important thing, that we have that modeling. And so that's why having a center where people can look to and to advocate on our behalf, is very, very important.
With the political times that we are in now, the community center is going to be needed so much more, perhaps more than we ever needed it. The whole idea of the center being a place for hope to grow is integral, because we need this place to facilitate hope.
The community center represents the heart of the community, simply because of what it is. In the name, it's community. Our community has been resilient because we've supported each other no matter what. Whether others outside of our immediate LGBTQIA++ family did not see us for who we were, or did not support us, or did not love us, the center was always the place to go.
When you know you're not the only one, when you know that there are other people just like you that have similar interests, similar concerns, similar challenges in their life, and you can feel comfortable in discussing those and making friends and whatnot, and opening up to people, that is where the importance of the center really lies, is the ability to make friends, to feel secure, to open up, and to accept yourself for who you are. And that's a wonderful thing.
The center was created as a safe haven, a resource where people could get information and connect with people. There's so many programs that have been impactful and have been important. I think the fact that if we are able to help one person, it's worth having the center. But we have helped countless people over the years with so many things, so many issues, that that's what makes it worth it.
It's important for us as a staff to ensure that we're creating spaces where individuals can walk through those doors and immediately know that I'm home. I would like to see the center go the direction it's headed right now, and that is continuing to be a vibrant, thriving community where we provide unfettered, equitable access to comprehensive services so that an individual can live a healthy, thriving lifestyle.
It's worth it that we keep doing that, because we deserve to be here. We deserve to be able to identify and say that we're queer, tell people the pronouns that they need to be using with us. We deserve to be loud about who we are and not have to hide. There's so much that has been done for us to be able to be out and live in our truths and be free in that. And I don't want that to change for generations to come.